It's your man Jay Graves Report, and welcome to the College Football Weekly Wrap-Up, Week 13, presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy. So now, y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Now, let's go out to the first ball game and talk about the foolishness that was happening at the LA Coliseum. Now, we got Notre Dame, the fighting Chamillionaires, go out to play USC, number 12 USC, and get the brakes beat off of them, 45-27. Now, let's stop right there. Beginning of the season, when these boys came out of training camp, first night they got out of training camp, you had 5 cats arrested, 3 on all of them on a marijuana charge, got a little weed in the car, and then 3 cats caught a gun charge. Now, what I said at the beginning of the season, how do 3 cats catch a gun charge on 1 gun? They must have been in the back seat wrestling over the gun with the leprechaun. And it just was foolishness from that point on. These done 4-8, duh. Then the Notre Dame administration throw my man Brian Kelly under the bus. They got the NCAA investigation going on. They had to vacate 2012, 2013 wins, and they left your boy out there hanging. Then after this ball game, my man's in them, report that Brian Kelly got his homeboy looking for him a job. He ain't gonna wait for him to fire him. He out there on the side of the road like this, like, dog, y'all going my way? I'm getting up out of here. These boys out here crazy. They leaving me hanging. I gotta go get Poindexters to play on the football team. No, I can't field the whole football team where everybody got 3.5 GPAs and 29 on the ACT, but you want me to go out here and beat USC. Leprechaun even out there like, hey, I need a ride, dog. Hey, I could be a jockey or something. Y'all take me to Louisville. Duh, Notre Dame, dude. I always got to talk about Notre Dame, dude. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 15, Florida. Goes out to play number 14, Florida State. Now, I picked Florida State to win this ball game. They end up winning 31-13. Dalvin Cook went to work on these boys. Had 153 yards. He's the first Florida State running back to have 3 consecutive 100-yard games against Florida. That's huge. They also rushed for 249 yards on these boys, went to work on them. And Florida had the 5th-ranked defense in America, rush defense. So they went to work. Now, Florida State completely killed their season when they went up to Louisville and got blasted because they're 9-3. They got 3 losses, but the other 2 losses wasn't that bad. They lost to Clemson by 3 points, and then they lost to North Carolina on a dub field goal at the end of the ball game. They lost by 2 points, but they went up to Louisville and got blasted. So that killed their season right there. But hey, Chief Osceola got these boys back rolling. They doing their thing. I'm quite sure that Jimbo Fisher gonna get these boys ready for a bowl game. This what blows my mind. LSU, for the last 2 years, I've been out here trying to holler and scream, throwing Jimbo Fisher's name out in the woods that he would, they interested in him. Why would Jimbo Fisher leave Florida State to go to LSU? That's a lateral move at best. And now he's already got a program rolling at Florida State. He don't need to go anywhere else. These duns out here kill me, acting like their place is the best place in the world, and just because a boy from there or from that area that he all of a sudden want to coach there. He's at Florida State, one of the best programs in America. Why would he leave to go to LSU? Doesn't make sense. So I'm glad that LSU went on ahead, hired Ed Orgeron. The kids love him. They want him. But Florida State is rolling. They win this ball game. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, let's go down to the Iron Bowl. We got number 13, Auburn. Shows up to play number 1, Alabama. Now, going into this ball game, earlier in the season, I thought that the only team in America that had a shot at beating Alabama was Michigan until Wilton Speight got hurt, and they went dull in the game. But we'll talk about that one in a minute. But Alabama goes to work. Jalen Hurts puts up 286 yards in the air, throws 2 touchdowns. He throws 2 dub picks. Nobody has forced him into bad situations. They forced him in a few bad situations yesterday, but unfortunately for Auburn still gave up 207 yards on the ground to Alabama. In order to beat these boys, you got to put Jalen Hurts in a situation where he has to throw the football and he can't run the football. They can't run it. But as long as you give him an out, he going to beat you. Because even though he's a young player, he's smart. He understands what to do with the football. From time to time, he going to throw the dub pick, but nobody's making him pay for it. Now, Darius Stewart was out there wide open most of the game. That dumb was having fits out there. But he had 10 catches, 127 yards, and a touchdown. But he could have had 20 catches because they was missing him all night. He was out there just having fits. I thought he was going to pull a Nick Saban and pull his doggone helmet off and pass out. Hey, let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we go out to the Apple Cup. We got number 5, Washington, beats the brakes off of number 23, Washington State, 45-17. Now, for the last week and a half, I've been listening to these fake media types running around out here telling me that Luke Falk, which most cats in America didn't even know his name, don't even know who he is. If he ran up and stole your Huffy bike right now, you wouldn't know who Luke Falk was. They were trying to put him in the Heisman run because Lamar Jackson lost a ball game a couple of weeks ago. This dumb went out there and threw for 269 yards, a touchdown, and 3 dub picks. You put him in the on the hot seat, put him out there, put the lights and cameras on him, and the dumb started throwing the ball everywhere. He was throwing the ball all up in the stands, bro. 3 dub picks. But Jake Browning held it together for Washington. Put up 292, 3 touchdowns. As a team, they rushed for 168 yards. All I got to say is if Washington wins out, Washington's in. I've been telling y'all that for the past 2-3 weeks. If Washington wins out, Washington is in. Doesn't make sense to tell me that if you're the Pac-12 champ, you're not gonna get in. ACC champ is gonna get in. SEC champ's gonna get in. And guess what? The Big Ten champ's gonna get in. Why? Let's talk about it here in a second. We got number 3, Michigan. Goes out to Columbus to play number 2, Ohio State. Now, I picked Ohio State to win this game, even though I would have loved to have seen Michigan win this ball game. And then at the end of the ball game, Michigan loses the ball game 30-27, final double overtime, and old Jim Harbaugh, booger-eating Jim Harbaugh, runs into the doggone press conference and complains for 25 minutes about the referees. Now, here's the deal. Don't stop complaining about the refs, Jim Harbaugh. Pick your boogers up, put them in your pocket, and understand this. You can't turn the ball over in big ball games. They was had 3 turnovers, killed them. Wilton Speight threw 2 interceptions, and he fumbled the football. In a ball game of this magnitude, when both defenses are excellent, everybody's gonna work on opportunities. And they were opportunistic, took advantage of the situation, and scored points. If you never turn the ball over, you're not in double overtime with these boys in the first place. I get it. You can say that it was a first down. It wasn't a first down, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. You held Curtis Samuel in check all night, and then you wet the bed on the last play, let the dumb run the 15 yards for the touchdown. Here's what it is. Don't complain about the referees if you turning the ball over in a tight ball game. It is what it is. When you let a boy hang around, you're going to be dumb. Now, let's talk about this foolishness that everybody's trying to say that Ohio State is probably going to get in the Final Four. If they get in, it's going to be dull. Because what's the point in playing the Big Ten, Pac-10, Pac-12, ACC, SEC championship games if the game don't mean anything? Ohio State is not playing for a Big Ten championship. They lost to Penn State earlier in the season. Penn State and Wisconsin are playing for the Big Ten championship. How in the world are you going to suggest that Ohio State should play for a national championship and they're not even playing for the Big Ten championship and they got beat by the dun that's playing for the Big Ten championship? Yes, I know that Penn State got 2 losses and they lost to Doug Pitt. However, they lost head-to-head to Penn State. Ohio State did. if they're not playing for the Big Ten championship, how in the world you going to put them in the national championship game if they lost to the Dun that won the Big Ten? Especially if Penn State win this weekend. Hey, all I'm saying is look at it from a logical old man's perspective, make some sense out of it, and quit trying to put the team in that you want to be in because you think it makes money or you think everybody want to see that. Because if we're doing that, why we even playing the games? Why we keeping score? Why don't we just go to spring ball, watch everybody in a bathing suit and see who the finest is, and then there it is. We give the team that look the best, we give them the national championship. Ohio State lost to Penn State heads up. So when they look at head-to-head matchup, common opponents, and Big Ten championship or conference championship, Penn State sits on top of Ohio State. It's your man Jay Graves Report from the JGravesReport.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JGravesReport so you can holler at your boy. And always remember that this segment is presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy.